All right, so this is our second day walking. For those that don't know me, I am obese and I need to lose a lot of weight. 70 to 80 pounds. I would like to see 160. I was at the doctor's this morning, weighed 232. So this is a mile stretch around this little lake here. I really can't do farther than that due to my dog's hip issue from an injury as a pup. But we are out here. You see his little white butt. I can't leave him alone when I walk. So this is what we're doing. He isn't fond of the bridges. So I am a binge eater. I'm also a diabetic. I do my best when I am eating a low carb diet, and I've been on and off. I'll do a month or two, then off for a month by thing, you know. Stress usually nails me in the ass. And then I wind up on a whole roller coaster ride of hormones and sugar addiction and all that fun crap. It's only fun for a day, then it feels like crap. So I'm not actually sure. I need to look at my book. I keep a book at work stating what I've been eating. I think today is day 3, but I'm back on what I would probably call ketovore. I mostly eat carnivore, but I'm not a perfectionist. So, walking, I don't know. I know they say it doesn't help fat loss, but I sure as hell don't hurt. I have mobility issues. My hips, my ribs, my shoulder, my knees, my ankles, everything goes out of place. And I do so much better actually when I am eating keto or carnivore because the inflammation is cut. Probably won't show myself on camera for a while. I don't like how I look. But hey, look at your scenery. And of course, my dog, wherever he went. I can't see too much in the frame because of the sun. He is way up there. This is a fairly popular spot because it's a couple minutes from town. I just saw a side-by-side with a father and a bunch of kids down here. And we're not supposed to have side-by-sides and four-wheelers down here on the lake. But they did. It looks like they kept it on the rock though. Since my husband works out here, and it makes his life harder if they rut shit up. I'm a little temperamental about that. So I don't know if I will ever get my dog's mobility better with mine. He gets out and goes, but the problem is anything over a mile at a time, and his hip gets to hurting him and he starts limping. So I can actually go several miles. He can't. Not that he doesn't want to or doesn't have the stamina. It's just his hip issue. I'm sure a lot of us know the feeling. In case anybody wants to know, his name is Odin. And he's 3.5 years old. He had a growth spurt when he was between 4 and 5 months old. And it was a very sudden growth spurt. Fast. And at that point, his growth plates spread instead of grew together, but they spread with the inflammation. It's not uncommon, but it's uncommon in small breeds. So he's actually a 40-pound Jack Russell. Nobody knows why, but he is. So he also eats carnivore predominantly. You know, a farm dog, they will eat anything. Chicken feed, goat feed, He don't care. Anything people eats, he wants it too. There used to be a bridge across here. So anyway, this is about me. I need to lose weight for myself. I need to stop binge eating for my health. I would look so much better with a bunch of weight gone and feel better. So yeah, this is, like I said, I think this is day 3. I'm gonna ask one of my kids after a while how to load this onto YouTube. Today, what did I eat today? See, I'm not a perfectionist at all, and I keep the list at work. I know this is my first video and this really sucks. We're gonna stop here for a minute. There used to be a bridge right here that went all the way across and kind of around, and it was old and starting to rot, and somebody rode a bunch of horses across it and broke the bridge in half. So this used to be full of water, and now it's predominantly dry. Just a little mud when it's really wet. So they took out the whole bridge. Part of the bridge, I would say a 15-foot section, is actually at my house over part of our pond. So we now have a bridge over part of the pond where it connects into the creek. But anyway, this is probably going to suck because it's my first video. I don't know how I'm going to improve. I'll have to ask my kids about that. Everybody else has these snazzy things. Me, I just need to lose weight for my health and for me. And let's face it, my husband would love it if I lost a little weight. I would look better too. But I would feel better. I have tons of mobility issues, especially with my hips. I have arthritis in one of my hips. That arthritis has been found, verified. I believe I have arthritis in both ankles, but that's never been verified. My ankles twist very easily. I've had a lot of severe ankle twists, especially on my left one. And it does better if I'm on carnivore. From what I understand, it's just, there's no inflammation and it just works better. I've done a lot of research on this. I feel it's also the healthiest way to go. So people that are complaining, don't do it, what have you, I'm doing it. I need to do this for myself. I've tried other routes. My blood sugar just gets stupid. I'm always hungry. So today I was on the road today. I had a doctor's appointment and a chiropractor appointment. Odin and I both went to the chiropractor today. We ate, I had, I think, 5 slices of bacon before I left. And let's see, that was about 10 o'clock. Odin got a couple bites, plus his normal ground chicken breakfast. And then we went to our doctor appointment and chiropractor appointment and picked up a few groceries for the family, picked up some pork shoulder steaks for myself. No, they weren't shoulder. They might have been shoulder. It was pork. $2.50 a pound. I about choked. We might have some from the hog that we butchered last year. I'll have to look. But anyway, I bought a package. For me, my son already spotted them and told me they would look tasty. I told him until he goes carnivore, he's not allowed to have them. Trying to convince him because he has some mental disorders. Anyway, finally, the dog and I stopped about 3:30, I think. And stopped at McDonald's. Their hamburgers are 100% beef, and they just salt them. So I stopped there, and just in case anybody argues about the oils they put on them, they do not oil them. They run through a conveyor belt in an oven and cook that way. So they are actually the best option I could find in a pinch. So Odin got a little bit. We ate double hamburgers, I guess what you call them. There's no cheese or nothing. Nice and greasy for like $8. Hard to believe he's 40 pounds, isn't it? Not really. He's freaking huge. I've seen both parents. They are not that big. Anyway, I'm big too, so who knows? He's so adorable. But he's my little carnivore, and, well, he loves everything, so maybe not call him a carnivore. He should be. My house cat is a carnivore. There's other stuff he likes too, but who doesn't? And my barn cats, they get kibble because my daughter buys it, but she tries to buy a higher quality meat-based kibble, and then they get some chicken from the house. They're supposed to be catching mice. We'll see about that. We do have less mice since they both showed up a year ago. Yes, the female is spayed. We have not neutered the male because we cannot catch him in a trap. He's young and very crafty. Obviously not hungry enough. So anyway, we got 3 of the double burgers. Odin got a bite off of each. And we decided the guys were boiling deer skulls. And we're about to go turkey hunting, my husband and my son. So I decided to bring Odin out here for a walk. Odin's not great on a leash in the great outdoors. I don't know, I tried and tried. He's terrible outdoors. But you bring him inside a building and he's an angel. He will walk right next to the tire of a grocery cart. You take him anywhere inside and he is an absolute angel. So I guess in all reality, that is the most important part. I don't know. He will pull on himself till he chokes and hurts himself, and I have not gotten him out of that. I've tried all kinds of tricks, little shit. I don't know, at this point it's probably too late. So, let's see here. Yesterday, I ate 5 hard-boiled eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter. I ate them late morning and early afternoon. And Odin, what did we eat for supper last night? I cooked. Oh, a hamburger. It's half deer, half venison, and half beef with 2 eggs with it and a couple slices of bacon. I filled up very quickly, so he ate a portion of it. He doesn't get much of what we call the kitty food, the chicken mix, because he does get my leftovers. So the day before, I don't remember what I took to work or what I ate. I do not remember, but I'm sure I have it wrote in my book, but I don't remember. See, this is why I'm thinking today is my 3rd day. I don't know. When I get to work and see my book on Monday, I'll see that. But so far, I don't feel bad. I've been through this a million times. I woke up this morning pretty woozy. It cleared after a few minutes. Probably a low blood sugar, but blood sugar naturally rises in the morning, so it probably caught up because after a little bit, it settled down. I just stayed in bed till it settled down. I take salt tablets and new salt. And I also have potassium pills, and new salt is for the potassium in it. But I take all of them. At this point, I'm peeing all my electrolytes out, so I do that to replace the electrolytes so I don't feel like crap. Some days when I'm having a lot of cravings, I probably need to do more. But this is one of our favorite spots, if you can't tell. Odin doesn't mind sitting and waiting on me. But if you go to the car and sit down like this, he will get downright upset with me. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Oh. And off he goes. I tell you, if you want to walk, get an excitable little dog or excitable big dog. I love big dogs too. But there's just a lot in a small house. So we went with a little dog. They will encourage you to get out of the house and get going. I am not an all-weather person. I am a fair weather lady. 60 to 70 degrees, hell, I could do 80. Good with that. Anything else? No. I don't know. It's probably high 50s, low 60s right now. That's a mule hoof print. Mules and horses are not supposed to be down here either. See, there used to be a bridge all across there. Right there is where I was sitting a little bit ago. But this is just a little overflow. I don't know. A small creek. It's not too bad. I should say something to my husband though, and have him put something in down here so I can get across it a little easier, don't you think? He'll probably tell me no, that there's no funding. I'm sure that's what I'll hear. And they don't make money on the walkers. You know how that works. So tonight, I believe it's supposed to be leftovers for supper. I think I have 4 ounces. No, 6 ounces of burger and venison left that has not been cooked. So I'll probably cook that with a couple strips of bacon. And that'll probably be my supper. Right now it's not about calories. Right now it's just keeping me in track so I don't binge. I do have an eating disorder. It is from being packed full of carbs my entire life. Being raised a very broke farmer. We ate meat, but just not much. We ate a lot of potatoes, milk, 2% milk, potatoes, and oh my God, the bread. We didn't eat a lot of pasta, but some, but a lot of bread. It was all margarine and bread. Remember when the stuffed potatoes came out? You would bake a potato, cut it open, drizzle a lot of cheese on it, ham, and all kinds of goodies, and turn that into a meal. Well, I grew up with that a lot. It kept us alive, but it's bad for our health. Mom tried to keep the absolute sugar, you know, the straight sugar from us. But you know, a bag of chip is so tempting. And back then, we weren't taught what we know now about carbohydrates and what it does to our bodies. There's some doctors I like to listen to. Dr. Siwas. I don't know if I pronounced that correct. He is from Africa. Calls himself oh, I'm out of breath. Gosh. Calls himself the addiction doc. Love him to death. Or the carb addict doc, I think. I might be saying that wrong. Love him to death. And, uh-oh, my phone went dark. And, Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Sean Baker and Dr. Fung. Those are the ones that just pop right off my head, but there's a couple others I can see their faces, but can't think of their names. So, yeah, might take me a couple of days to report back because let's face it, life was pretty freaking boring. So, goat weigh in tomorrow, and then I think I need to fix some sewing machines. And I don't know what else we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. So I'll get off here and save my phone. We'll see you in a few days.